Hi guys, this is a review of the Mr. Beams MB360 Spotlight. I've had this for about a year and a half and it's been installed in my garden in the UK, which can be quite wet, but I'll come back to that later. It's a battery powered device. It uses 3 D cells, big ones a bit like that, and they recommend using heavy duty alkaline type batteries, not rechargeables. So the light's an LED device. That's the LED there. Has about 140 lumens, and that's enough to light a pathway or a small area, small patio, that type of thing. It's got a motion sensor and a light detector, so it only comes on when it's dark, and it detects for about 10 meters or so. It's very sensitive, I find, anyway. The light only comes on for about 20 seconds, so that's basically how they preserve battery life. So I'm going to take it apart and show you what's inside. This one has been in the garden for just over a year to a year and a half, something like that. So it comes apart. There's a sort of a little indicator there. It shows you that it's locked and unlocked. So you just turn the ring until the arrows meet, and then you can open it up. And there's the case there. It's plastic. It's empty. And basically what you've got inside is a little clip that you can unclip, and then it's got the 3 batteries. Now this has been outside, as I said, for just coming up to a year and a half, I think. There was a little bit of moisture inside here, but not much. But there has been no corrosion, so I was actually quite impressed with that. It is a sealed case. If you can see there is a sealing ring, and when that fits onto there, it compresses. When you turn it, it compresses. So it does make it weatherproof at the very least. The rest of the case is slightly different in that, although this part is sealed, you have got some adjustment here. You've got an adjustment that allows you to move the light up and down, and you've also got another adjustment here which allows you to rotate it. Now when I took this apart, I found that this one had just a very small amount, you probably can't even see it there, it's just a very small amount of rust. So it wasn't too bad. Looks like a sort of brass insert there, so that's not too bad. So that was working okay. There's no real degradation to the plastic that I can see. The screws they supplied rusted, so when I put this back, they're going to replace those. But what didn't work so well is this adjustment that allows you to turn it sort of to the left and right. When I came to try and remove, when you undo this, you can actually remove this part, and when I tried to turn this, I wasn't getting anywhere. So I tried a pair of pliers on it, and consequently I've done some damage to the actual knob. But anyway, when I eventually got it off, I discovered that the screw and nut inside have rusted very firmly together. So that's really the only thing that I found wrong with this. My advice, if you're using one of these, is basically to put some grease in there, so that it keeps the water away from the metal, and then hopefully that will survive. My problem now is I can't, without destroying part of this case, get enough of a grip on that nut to remove the screw. So it's not too much of a problem for me, because I'm just going to mount it pretty much in the same place. But if I wanted to actually adjust this to the left or right, it would be a bit of a problem. I've tried penetrating oil, and I've done everything that I would normally do to try and get one of these apart, and without being able to get any real purchase on that nut, I can't get it out, not easily anyway. So that is the only real thing I've found after a year and a half that's wrong with this light. As I said, I put some grease in there. The other thing is, when they show you this installed, they tend to show it installed with that facing downwards, and I'm not sure that that's the best idea, because the water sort of pools in this area. If there's going to be any water get in here, it's going to pool in this area. then that's going to rust. So possibly what I would suggest is you actually install this with the knob upwards, and then the water should be able to drain out. At least I think so. I guess the other thing is you could do is drill a small drain hole in there. So from that point of view, that part of it's not quite so well designed, but the rest of it seems to be fine. So I'm going to put some new batteries in this one. So I'm going to use some alkaline extra long life batteries that I picked up from Tesco's. I used these last time. They're sort of reasonable price, and said they lasted just over a year or so, so that's fine. Simply find the locating holes which are there, and you just put those little tabs into them and click it down. Actually, the lights come on. There we go. Now it is light at the moment, so this thing shouldn't come on, which it doesn't. So that's quite good. And I can fit it back into the case. As I said, you just line the two arrows up and then turn it into the locked position. There we go. So I'm going to reinstall this on the wall, and then I'll show a little video of how it lights up. So I have the MB360 installed just over the side entrance to my house, and it's light at the moment so it won't come on, but I'll take some video a little bit later on. So overall, after more than a year's use, I'm happy to recommend these Mr. Beams MB360 spotlights. They are suitable for lighting up small areas or walkways when you don't want to install mains power. Just remember to apply grease to the screw threads to avoid future problems. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.